What's up, DC Nation? Welcome to the video on the Joker War. And today we're checking out Detective Comics number 1026, Batman vs. Killer Croc. Now, at this point, we're set in the Joker War, right? So Joker is waging war in Gotham. And we have Batman's on a gargoyle, and he's saying how pretty much alliances are being forged and enemies are being made. Everything's going down in Gotham City. It's not a good place to be, right? But Batman's just left a battle with Joker's clowns. So this lets us know that this story, this issue is set in the middle of Batman number 95. You guys remember, at the beginning of Batman number 95, we saw Batman in the aqueducts of Gotham driving his Batmobile. His Batmobile actually got blew up by these clowns. Now, Batman got away barely, but all these clowns are going up against him, right? Trying to take him down under the orders of Punchline, the Underbroker, and the Joker, of course. So Batman's just licking his wounds, but he doesn't want Joker to know that he's pretty much wounded. He wants to keep going, save Gotham City. But he would like 10 minutes, right? Like, if you're a hero at Batman's level, you like 10 minutes of a break, right? But he's Batman. He can't have no break. So what we see is these police in Gotham, two of them are pulled down into the sewer, right? By this certain person, this reptile. And we know it's Killer Croc. Now, Batman is like, alright, it's time for me to go save some people. So Batman goes down. You see this whole police car get lifted, right? It just gets thrown, and you see these different police officers like, look out. And that's when Batman gets off the gargoyle. He goes down there, and you see the different police officers. They're like, gun stick. And they're like, stay back or I'll fire. And you see Killer Croc, guys. And he's not out yet, right? He's in the shadows. But they start firing, but Killer Croc then grabs him by the face. He's like, enough. He grabs him, pulls him into the sewer, and he goes away. Now, the other police officer starts screaming. He's like, Paul, Dave, no, bring him back. And that's when Batman throws a batarang, takes out the guy's gun. So Batman's like, maybe you should stop firing in case you hit your friends. He's like, man, you want to save your friends? Stop shooting at them. And that's when we see Batman. He's like, what happened? Who did this? And the guy's like, big guy, scales, like that Croc thing you hear about in the sewers. Grab my buddies. Our security company ordered us to visit a few banks and bring the money in the vaults to a more secure location. And that's what Batman says. It's not like Croc to leave money behind. Strange that grabbing the guards was more important. So it's like, wait. So Killer Croc, instead of stealing money, he stole some guards? Like, what's going on here? But what we see next is then nearby, somebody screams, run, it's a monster. They're running, and this guy's like, look like a lizard or something. The girl's like, somebody call the police. They go by like a sewer, right? And that's when they both get pulled down there. It's not by Killer Croc. It's by like a tentacle guy. We'll find out who this is soon. That's when Batman says a scream a block away, and the guy says, I don't hear anything. How did you? Batman's like, Cal has a oral GPS amplifier. And the guy says, where are you going? What about my pals, damn it? And he's like, I've got a feeling this scream will lead me right to them. So Batman's like, don't worry, I got this. Just trust me. So Batman goes over there. He lands in like pretty much in the public's eye, and he says, the screams from where? And they're like, oh my god, it's Batman. And somebody's like, a couple were dragged into that sewer. And the other guy's like, some kind of tentacles wrapped around them. Batman's like, stand back. He gets inside the sewer, he dumps down there. And Batman's like, exosuit. And now it's just the sewer water. And then they say it's highly toxic. So anybody who gets exposed to the sewer water comes into like a monster. Which is really interesting, because if you guys think about it. Like, think about it, alright? If Batman pretty much gets exposed to this, he'll become a monster like Killer Croc. Imagine a Killer Croc Batman. Guys, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, James telling you, get on that. Make a dark multiverse Killer Croc Batman. I would read that. Like, come on, that'd be pretty dope. A Killer Croc in a bat costume. Sounds hilarious, but I would read it and it'd be a pretty cool read. Like something, you know, it's like Batmobiles. There's the evil Batman Beyond. Come on, can we have like a Bat Croc? I don't know. Now we continue and Batman's like, so I'm on the clock. Initiate infrared. And then we see he looks through and he hears screams. Help us, please, for God's sake, no. And Batman starts running down the sewer and he starts monologuing his head. That's it, loud and clear. Keep yelling. He makes it in and he's like, audio breadcrumbs that will lead me. And he's like, right to them. And he says, Croc. And you see Killer Croc, he's in like pretty much like a throne, and around him are these different monsters, people who got exposed to this toxin. And Killer Croc says, hello Batman, let me introduce you to some of my friends. Ritz, Hardback, Gup, Ally, Garter, Bandit. And Batman says, last I heard you turned over a new leaf, Croc. Kept yourself out of the Joker's war. And Killer Croc says, well, Bats, I turned that leaf over again after clown soldiers ended up putting hurt on my part of the city. Killer Croc's like, no, I couldn't stay nice. I had to do something with this whole Joker war going down. And he said, and the hotel that was mine was destroyed. And he says, I decided enough was enough. And came back down here where monsters are born, where monsters dwell. Thanks to a lot of this toxic sludge I siphoned off and slashed away, I decided to create my own monster town. Down here in the shadows while the pasty-faced clown fights his war, where hopefully will be left alone, or else. So Killer Croc's like, man, I was trying to live a good life, trying to be a good person. But this Joker, this clown, will just not, he just keeps getting my way, destroying everything I'm doing. So I'm just going to create my own monster town, create my own life for myself where other people can't interfere, which is pretty smart if you ask me. And he says that these different people in here that were changed into monsters, or it was at Ace Chemicals. He's like, the Joker happened to them, that's what. His clowns were looking to spread some joy and hit Ace Chemicals. They blew some large holding containers and junction pipes, flooded the place with that strange brew of toxic waste, which of course went only one way, down. So went down the sewers, and we see these different type of criminals, right? And these criminals, they're just in like a place, and he says, Killer Croc monologue, he say, where a gang of consciousness objectors had secretly holed up at discontinued pipe junction higher than the main sewer stream up below. So, these different people, these different gangs, they're just below, they try to hide from the Joker War, right? And these people are talking, they're like, how much longer do we need to hide down here? And the people are saying, man, the BO is getting bad, like, it's smelling like crap down here, we gotta do something. What happened is they're inside the sewer, but they started seeing tide. They started seeing some water come by. And one of the guys was like, holy crap, it's a tidal wave. And they thought, oh no, it can't be that bad, just some water rising. But turns out it's a tidal wave that had this toxin. Now, it got on top of these people, they're like, run. They started running, but Killer Croc pulled them in. Killer Croc's like, no, you'll be my friends now. So he pulled them in, pulled them out now, and they became monsters. And Killer Croc continues to talk to Batman. He's like, I saved all those people from drowning, and I'm going to save even more by taking people down here away from the constant insanity of the surface world. The people down here may have mutated thanks to the crap I pulled them from, but at least they're alive. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The way I look at it, all towns start small. Once this war ends, I'll build and establish my town with whoever I want, using Ace Chemicals, residential water I've collected, and making sure everyone I grab gets a nice long drink so they can blend in down here and not feel out of place, right? He's like, I want people to feel right here. I want to feel connected. I want a community down here, which you can't blame Killer Croc. He wants to have a good life with some good people, right? Like him. Now, Batman says, what if I told you you're building on death, Croc? And he's like, and what if I said I sampled the water when I jumped down here, and you're basically killing anyone else you abduct if you expose them to that toxic sludge that's running all over the place? And Killer Croc's like, I say you're lying. And Batman's saying, hey, I analyzed that toxic sludge, and guess what? Well, it'll actually be killing these people slowly, so if you're thinking about building a community, you're actually killing them, which isn't good. Killer Croc's like, no. There's no way. He's in denial, guys. He's going through the how many stages of grief are there? I don't know. But still, he's going through some grief, right? He's like, no. I'm denying that. That's a lie. I'm helping out people. I'm saving people. I'm building my own monster town. I'm living a good life. Which I feel bad for Killer Croc, because he's not being a villain here. Like, yeah, he's turning people into monsters on accident, but he doesn't have bad intent. Now, what happens next, Killer Croc's like, kill them, and the different monsters are like, yes, kill him, and they're like, kill, and it's like, if our mayor wants him dead, then murderize him. And Batman's like, so much for trying to talk sense, and they start shooting at Batman. Batman jumps into the sludge, which somehow he doesn't get mutated. Oh yeah. So he puts on like pretty much a mask that keeps him from getting mutated. He jumps in, and Killer Croc's like, hold your fire. And they're like, no sign of him. Water's too murky. And Killer Croc's like, can't hold his breath forever. Gotta come up at some point. Batman comes up, throws some battle wrench. Looks pretty dope, I'll say that. And that's when we see all of them get hit multiple times and electrocuted. And now it's Batman versus Killer Croc, right? Killer Croc says, Batman. He's like, you put me down, I'll let you take us in. But I put you down, you walk right the hell out of here. Batman's like, not without the people you pulled from. And Killer Croc's like, deal. They start fighting. It looks like an epic match. I mean, reading this, I was getting pretty excited, right? I was getting real excited. And you see Batman getting his cape pulled. Killer Croc's pulling him to the water. And that's when Batman and him starts running. Batman jumps up, about to hit Killer Croc. Killer Croc is then about to scratch him, bite him. And that's it. And then we cut to the end of the issue after the fight. Batman won. And guess what? This is the biggest problem with the issue. Like, what the heck? The cover shows Batman vs. Killer Croc. We get all this great setup. It's a very interesting issue. The artwork looks amazing, which I'll get to soon. But we start out the fight. It's looking pretty cool. The panels are laid out very well. We see Batman getting his cape pull, but just about when they're about to like charge at each other and Killer Croc is about to slash him, Batman's making her throw some batarangs, hit him with something in the sewer. No, we don't get none of that. Like, we don't. And I'm like, why? Like, really? Like, that's what I came to read this issue. Like, this is why I read this issue. Like, yeah, I can't say Joker War Time. Everybody's gonna read some Joker War Times. But Batman vs. Killer Croc, haven't seen that in a while. I really want to see it. We just get cut off. And I get it's 20 pages, but if you have to cut out some setup, I'm fine with that. I want a good fight, and we didn't really get that. But out in the last 2 pages, how this issue ends is we see all these different monsters, these different people, and Killer Croc pretty much in a prison, right? They're in this prison, and Batman says, now that you're all squared away, I want to let you know that you'll get the best of care. And anything can be done to reverse the effects you suffered due to the toxic chemicals. It will be. Take some solitude that you're at least still alive. And Batman says, request to open cell 524. And Batman says, the people you abducted are safe and sound, Croc. You put up a hell of a fight. And Batman's like, but a deal is a deal. I appreciate you honoring it and helping me get your crew here for treatment. And Killer Croc says, this battle is struggling to keep any sense of normality. He's like, just when I get a taste of it, it's taken away. This life is a living death. And Batman's like, this doesn't excuse what you did in kidnapping those people, but I can't blame you for giving in to your base emotions. We all do. I find my masking hard to take off lately, but you have to try harder. And Killer Croc says, at least you have a mask. I can't take this off, ever. And Batman says, we've all had something taken away from us that ends up changing us. It's not giving into the darkness that defines us, Wayland. And Killer Croc says, thanks, Batman. And Batman's like, for what? And Killer Croc says, for using my real name, Wayland. And that's how the issue ends, guys. And this issue is actually called Monsters of Men, and it's a good ending. I'll say that. It's a good ending, and I really like the interactions between Killer Croc and Batman. Killer Croc really feeling like he's trying to turn over a new leaf. He's like, man, I'm just trying to live a normal life, but I always have this whole thing, me being Killer Croc, that pretty much prevents me from doing that. And Batman says that, hey, I'm pretty much having this mask. It's hard to take off when all this stuff's going down. It's pretty much easy to go insane, all like the Joker or everything that Batman's gone through. But he still keeps that sense of normality, which I think the writing is really good in this page by Peter J. Thomason. But again, the issue just ends. And honestly, like, the big thing that would get me excited about this issue is Killer Croc versus Batman. And Peter J. Thomason does good with like the lines and the interactions and the character development, but the action was sorely missing. At least give us a 2-page fight. Like, come on, you gave us a couple panels and that's it, and then we skip it. Like, bruh, like, what is that? And still, I don't really feel like this is a Joker War tie-in. It's like, alright, we gotta pretty much fit some issues in Detective Comics as we're trying to prepare for Detective Comics number 1027, which I'm really hyped for that issue. It looks very interesting, but last issue felt like it's kind of important. We saw Batman and Batwoman rescue Lucius Fox. That's a big part in the, well, it's not a big part, but it's something that is like you should know about in the Joker War. Now here it's like, okay, you skip this issue, doesn't matter. Like, honestly, it doesn't at all. But I still think it's decent, like it's passable. But it could have been great if we actually got Batman vs. Killer Croc fight. So overall, I'm going to give this issue a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's passable. But if you skip it, you're not really missing much. But guys, in the comments below, tell me about this issue. Do you love, do you hate, do you agree with me, or do you disagree with me? And guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up on YouTube. Make subscribe to my next Detective Comics review and Joker War video. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.